Are you new here? and I are on our way to Whole Foods. We're gonna go get some groceries for the week, then do a little cleaning. Yeah. So this is a start to finish process. I'm gonna show you how to make the chicken, the bone broth, and end with the chicken noodle soup. Now, first thing we're gonna do is starting by making the garlic butter. Take 1 full bulb of garlic. I always get it fresh at the farmer's market. I just think it's so much better than pre-minced. And put all the garlic in a mason jar and shake it really aggressively. It's a really easy way to peel a ton of garlic at once, and the shells should just come off. Then soften 2 sticks of unsalted butter. I learned this from a chef. Unsalted butter is always fresher. Then you're gonna take all that freshly peeled garlic. I used about 12 cloves for this recipe, and I set the rest of it aside because we're gonna use it in the bone broth. Then super finely mince your garlic. I'm using this knife, if I'm being honest. It was gifted and it's like $500, but it is amazing. Then mince about 2 tablespoons of fresh thyme and about 4 tablespoons of fresh parsley. I always like to measure with the heart. Then cut your chicken open and take out the giblets. The giblets have a ton of flavor, and it's one of the benefits of getting a whole chicken. Set those aside, we're gonna use it for the broth. Then you want to pull the skin of your chicken up and shove your garlic herb butter inside the chicken. It helps the skin get extra crispy because it essentially fries it from both sides. Then take all that extra garlic butter and just like rub it all over the chicken. You want it coated. It really helps the seasoning stick to it. Then you want to take a salted chicken rub. Yeah, just any one works, just like a seasoned poultry rub, and just fully cover the chicken. All this extra seasoning is going to go into the stock, and it makes the skin really delicious. Just take whatever vegetables you have lying around, like some thyme, onions, garlic, and celery, and shove that in the chicken. It just gives it more flavor. If I'm being honest, I use a smart thermometer to cook my chicken, but it ends up being about 1 hour and 15 at 375. Once your chicken's cool, break it apart into the bones and the meat. Set the meat aside and keep it in the fridge. I just use Ziploc bags, and keep the bones because we're gonna use that to make the bone broth for the soup. Add all the drippings to a big stock pot along with the giblets that we saved from earlier. Then you want to add rosemary, bay leaves, parsley, thyme, oregano, celery, carrots, onions, a lemon, basically anything you have in your fridge that you think would taste good to the stock pot. Then add some water and slow cook it for 24 hours. And whenever it gets low, just add more water. And it should come out like this. Strain everything out and just let it sit. For the soup, it's so easy. Just saute about 4 carrots, 2 stalks of celery, 1 white onion, and 4 cloves of garlic until they're nice and soft. Then add your stock back and bring it to a boil. Then add your chopped up chicken, add some fresh egg noodles, and cook it for about 5 minutes until it's soft. I served it with a little bit of garlic bread. Comment if you have any questions and subscribe to see more cooking videos.